Welcome to the Killshot Tournament Season 1, and I'm your host, Longshot.
And I am Kaleido.
And we're going to be casting this 1v1 between ksTussin, that's right. He's going to be spawning as Terran, and his opponent is going to be Skinjob. Down at the bottom left-hand corner of the map, we have him spawning as Zerg. That's right, he's throwing up the GLHF with the big old heart there, and ksTussin is saying thank you. And right now we're going to be on the map Xel'Naga Caverns, and this is going to be an interesting matchup because we haven't seen TVZ in a while now.
Absolutely. I mean, ksTussin actually has a little bit of an advantage in the fact that he has played a TVZ to get here. But the issue is also, if Skinjob watched the videos, then he knows Tussin's TVZ style. So, kind of interesting how that's going to work out. This map, though, I mean, this map is pretty balanced until about when the players have to take a fourth. Then it's actually really difficult for the Zerg player to start taking a fourth and fifth base. But, I mean, we're just going to have to see if this game is going to go that long. I don't think it usually TVZ doesn't go that long, so.
Not necessarily, depending on whether, you know, if Skinjob decides to do a Baneling bust, which normally he actually has been known to do.
Yes, we all know how big of a fan he is of the old Baneling bust. But
yeah, and right now he actually did get the drone, but the but the SCV that was making the barracks just decided, you know what, stop for a minute. I'm gonna take a coffee break, take out this drone that's messing with me, and then get back to work.
Yeah, that was actually really nice worker micro where he just stops him from keep building just to take out the drone and then leaves. Pretty good.
Yeah,
I like that.
Very nice.
I like that play.
Very nice. Right now he's going to be walling in right now, and Skinjob is going to be throwing down his spawning pool. Right now it's about 25% done. And right now we have these players just pretty much going to be playing it safe right now. No craziness, you know, pretty standard builds from here on out. But interesting fact about Skinjob, you know, in the round of 16, you know, he got dominated in the first game by Killshot, and, you know, I guess he just realized that he's got to play this more seriously, and then he finally just, you know, rocked him in the other two games that he played against Killshot. So, you know,
Absolutely, I do hope that he came prepared for this game because he did kind of go with a more passive attitude in the last games, and I would say got a little lucky because Killshot straight up didn't wall off in the second game, which cost him that game, and then it took it to a 3-game match. So that in itself is interesting. We are seeing ksTussin is going to be taking his expo immediately here. He's going Barracks Command Center, which I think is a great play. I mean, he knows that, you know, Xel'Naga Caverns, the attack distances are pretty far. He has scouted that, you know, the Zerg went gas pool, but still, like, I'm sure he's not expecting a lot of Zerglings really fast here. So I definitely agree, like, you should be taking this expo relatively quickly.
Yeah, and we have that SCV, that scouting SCV is going to be trying to get back to his base, but I don't think he's going to make it because he's got 2 Zerglings behind him, and bam, he goes down. Oh, man, but it's an interesting play right now. I mean, ksTussin is going to be, you know, he's got that expansion going up, throwing down 2 more racks, but putting it all at the wall. So this drone is going to get, like, a free scout into seeing everything that's at his base right now.
Absolutely. Skinjob actually did get to see every single tech building that's gone down in the first 5 minutes, which I think is a huge mistake. Definitely this orbital should have been much further back at least, if not all of these other buildings also.
And right now we have Skinjob going to be hiding some Zerglings up at the top of the map, maybe waiting for that expo to go down, maybe snipe some of those SCVs.
Right, he's going to be pushing around, but he's taking an expo, which actually is going to be scouted by ksTussin here. He's just going to rally some Marines directly to this expo and start doing some damage. I mean, this is actually like a little bit of an overcommitment. You should have just taken 1 Marine because they're both going to die right now. But he did scout the exact timing of that expo, so that's actually really good for him.
Yeah, he did. He was able to see this. Skinjob is going to be taking those Zerglings back over to the base, you know, and cleaning those 2. But he's deciding to put down. Oh, he had a Roach Warren earlier on, but now he canceled, and now he's putting down a Baneling's Nest. I think that's an interesting. I think it would have been better if he made some more roaches.
Well, I think in general that's a terrible idea after scouting this wall. He saw that there was buildings everywhere on this wall, and like going for a Baneling bust right now, probably not the best idea. And also, I'm not sure why he would even cancel the Roach Warren because ksTussin did not scout the roaches at all.
But, you know, I guess in the sense of what Skinjob is thinking right now, he saw a lot of barracks, no attachments. You know, he knows that there's a lot of Marines that are going to be on the way. And, you know, it's going to be interesting to see what he has planned for ksTussin, knowing all of his tech structure. So it may work out into his advantage later on in the game. But as for, like, doing a bust, it's not going to be viable for him.
Absolutely, but it's just a generally bad idea to cancel tech anyway, right? Like that's
Yeah, I
not what you want to
completely
be doing.
agree. You know, normally that, you know, if you go a tech route, the only time that you would want to switch tech is if they've scouted it, and then the moment you cancel it and then switch to a different tech.
Right, but that's only if your tech is very fragile. Like if someone scouts your DT building right before you, or right as you started it, like not when it's close to being finished, then you know, like, it's going to take 2 minutes for that thing to finish. They're going to be prepared for it. I might as well cancel it and build something else because it's not going to do any damage. Roaches, though, aren't the worst decision. I mean, depending on the build you want to go for, obviously. But Banelings are definitely going to be a better composition against this army, so we're just going to have to see how that works out.
Oh, and Skinjob now is supply blocked. ksTussin took out that scouting overlord. He was a little too close to the edge of ksTussin's expansion, but now, you know, he knows the timing of this expansion. He's aware of it, and right now he's just gonna be. He's already thrown down his spire somewhere. There it is. So his spire's about 50% done. We may see some Baneling Muta. Interesting check choices, but he needs to be not supply blocked anymore.
Absolutely, that's actually a fairly standard composition against Terran in the early game. I mean, he's going to have to transition out of it fairly quickly, but Baneling Muta can actually do very, very well against a basic 2-base Marine tank timing, because the Banelings and the Zerglings clean up the tanks very easily, and then the Mutas just clean up everything else, and it's actually really, really good. And you get just automatic harass when you do that, so.
Right. And ksTussin is being very defensive right now. I mean, you can see that he's throwing up 3 barracks at the front, or 3 bunkers at the front with supply depots to, you know, work that spacing around as well, and even throwing a 4th bunker in the back. So, I mean, he's really on. I feel like he's really on the ropes right now. I mean, he's blocked off his back entrance as well. So he really wants to make sure that, you know, nothing's gonna pass this wall of Marines.
It does seem like he's a little bit worried about a Ling all in here, which is acceptable. I mean, this is a lot of bunkers to be setting up here, but he is taking a 3rd. I don't know where he's going to decide to put it. I mean, he has, you know, the 2 choices here to either take out the rocks for this 3rd on the bottom or take out the gold, which he has done neither yet. So this base is going to finish way before he has an available spot to put it, which is interesting. But we're going to have to see, because there are mutas coming out, and they're going to try to harass a little bit here.
Yeah, we can see them in the right side of the map. They're going to be just kind of flying in, but they're going to be greeted by a few turrets if ksTussin gets it up in time, but unfortunately I don't think it's going to be able. That's right, yep, those 3 mutas are just going to fly right in. But that 1 turret in the mineral line is going to be doing some damage to these mutas. But the mutas aren't going to be able to snipe this 1 supply depot right now. And the fact that the glaives actually like ricochet off, you know, this does some damage to those SCVs that are mining, but unfortunately, you know, we have ksTussin going to bring in 5 Marines, you know, just going to be pushing those 3.
Yeah, he's going to clean that up fairly easily. This is not enough mutas to do any kind of serious harass. And he is pretty well prepared. I mean, he has a nice turret ring going on. Again, he didn't overcommit to turrets. We see a lot of Terrans do like, oh my god, there's mutas on the field, and they drop like 6 turrets at a time. He has 1 in the mineral line and a couple to defend his production line, and that's actually all you need for the early game until you scout if he's continuing in mass muta production. Then you need to start ramping up and just maybe get a Thor, because 1 Thor is actually really good against innumerable amounts of mutas. But yeah, he's very deliberate with these turret placements, and I actually really, really like that, because he's going to be pretty safe against this.
Yeah, and we do see that, you know, I like the fact that ksTussin does have the watchtowers. And he's been having these watchtowers for a very long time. And he knows that, you know, if there is a push going to be coming at any time, and he feels pretty safe. He is going to be taking out these gold destructible rocks. So, you know, he's going to be hopefully, you know, taking his 3rd there. I mean, he's got the actually the command center. He hasn't created this into an orbital command yet. I'm kind of curious why. Maybe he's planning on making it a planetary defense.
If he's planning on taking this gold, he definitely wants it to be a planetary. It's actually so hard to hold this huge line, like you see the choke at the gold here. You definitely want to hold that with a planetary and not an orbital, because that gives you just a huge defender's advantage.
Yeah, and right now he is going to be taking it, and right now we can see that Skinjob is going to be, you know, ramping up his forces. I love the creep spread all over the place, and right now he's going to be moving in. This timing is actually very good. We're going to have an engagement. The Zerglings pop up in the front, but he's got a lot of Banelings, and ksTussin stims, but look at the Banelings. He's running back to his tanks. Oh, using the Banelings, but look at all the Banelings take out all of the Marines. Oh, man, that is a lot of Marines dead, but he cleans it up. Very nice.
Yeah, huge damage, but the damage is actually about even here. Neither of these guys really came out on top on that fight, you know. Though Banelings do cost gas, so losing a lot of Marines to Banelings is kind of more cost effective for the Terran, especially because he didn't lose that many. He still has a few, and he's loading them up in medevacs and stuff, which is a good idea. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to see, because this third base is now secure. He now has the gold, and he's actually gonna get very far ahead very quickly here.
Yeah, these medevacs are just going to be waiting in this position, buying their time. He could do a drop, but, you know, luckily Skinjob does have that Overlord that's, you know, on the left-hand side of the map, going to be able to...
Yeah, we're going to have to see if he can react to this in time.
Yeah, he's going to be able to spot this, so, yep, here he goes. ksTussin is going to be moving in, and Skinjob is going to be able to see it, passing the Overlord, and now he's moving in, but as you can see on the minimap, there's a ton of Zerglings going in. And by the time he drops it, yeah, it's not going to be enough. He drops just those 4 Marines, and he's going to be saving the 8 Marines that are in there. But right now,
nice drop defense by Skinjob. It's a good thing he spotted that, because that could have done probably a substantial amount of damage. But he actually completely denied that drop there. So you know, the likelihood of seeing more drops is lower now, which is safer for the Zerg player, which is really good.
Yeah, because ksTussin really does love his drops.
Yeah, yes he does.
And at the moment right now, we have 2 Marines that are going to spot this expansion going down. You know, and Skinjob is not going to... I guess, is he going to be aware of this? Yes, he's going to come and clean up those 2. But, you know, Tussin is going to be aware of this third expansion going down, but he's got the gold secured. It's a planetary fortress. Look at all the defense that's going down. I mean, he still even has bunkers in the back, just so that, like, just to make sure. And you know what? That one command center that he built a while ago is still there.
No, he actually rebuilt a new one there, because he took that one, put it at the gold, and built a new one at that wall.
Oh, okay.
So that's actually really good. He's planning on taking a 4th very quickly here, and I actually love this play. He's completely... I mean, Zerg's 3rd is not even finished right now, and he's planning on taking a 4th already, and that's very nice expansion timing.
Yeah, and he's so far ahead right now, especially the food count. He's got 136 food against 115, or now 124 against Skinjob. So, you know, the gap is just, you know, increasing more and more. But right now we have Skinjob moving up to the right side of the map. I mean, he really wants to go around this tower of his, and he's going to be going around just a little bit, but he sees all the turrets and decides to move back a little bit, but is going to be engaging in this fight here. Oh, there's like all of his defenses at the back.
Oh, we're going to see huge engagement into the natural here, and there's nothing to defend it.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And luckily he's not wasting the Banelings. He's buying his time. You know, he's waiting to take it out. All of those workers go down. He's going to be supply blocking, possibly. I mean, he's got a lot of Zerglings taking out all the supply depots, and he's just going to be waiting with the Banelings.
Yeah, we are seeing barely any reaction out of Tussin here. I mean, he's finally moving his troops up, but...
Oh, but the Banelings go in and clean up all the Marines.
So much damage on these Marines.
Wow, and that was like, what, 4 Marines?
No micro whatsoever there, and that's actually really bad now. He's going to lose all of these medevacs, and he's going to lose all of his army.
Oh, but wait, he might not lose it. I mean, right now Skinjob is retreating. or I don't know why, but he's left a few Zerglings at the front of the base. I would suggest like just going after it, you know, like.
Absolutely, I'm fairly certain Skinjob could have just won this game right now. I don't know why he's running.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry we missed it, but ksTussin did do a little bit of a drop in the back of his base, but he decided to move all of that back. Kind of interesting enough. I don't think that was wise. I mean, he could have just remade something and then take it out there while bringing his army and attacking all that. But unfortunately, Tussin is going to be able to defend this.
Tussin did go for the counterattack here, which is, you know, it's the decision he made. I don't agree with it at all because he definitely could have defended that natural a lot better.